Meeka live.
We could always count on Betsy.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to everybody visiting from Iran, from North Carolina,
From Peru.
He gave me the specific location.
Oh, my bad.
I'm sorry, I'm special. Visiting from Miami Gardens, aka Butler. Yeah, no, thank you for coming through tonight
Yeah.
and spending your Friday pregame with us. I know you got other places to go, but they ain't better than here right now. So, exactly. Shout out to DJ L Blaze again and Monte on the camera. You're such a guest today.
He's here. He's early.
He's here early. I can't say that, please. They're always on time. No, I'm just playing.
Not rappers.
I know, right? Because we had artists come and we tell them 10, they come 1:30. And we're here like stalling you guys. But no, we appreciate you and we're going to bring you up in a second. But Mac, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. Sunday, hung out and went to the game. I think with Jensen and Burrell, and then with Trina's birthday. Monday, the newlyweds in the building, Billy and Erica. I went to their wedding.
Congratulations, Billy and Erica.
We got married on the beach.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so I went to their wedding. Maybe Wednesday, I went to UN for the press conference. So we had a new head coach who actually coached me, coached us. He was part of the coaching staff when Frank and I was both in Miami. So yeah, I like to see this direction. So that was pretty much my week. Then I got back into playing tennis and working out, Coach P and everything.
Good. Well,
How was your week?
Well, my daughter was here while we were gone.
Yeah.
And she ended up extending her trip. That's a whole other story.
Oh, her stay here?
Yeah, she didn't want to leave. But she extended her stay, and then I missed Grace's birthday with you guys. So I ended up taking her out to dinner or whatever.
Okay.
That was dope. We were at Brickell. And it was cool. But other than that, I'm just like, I'm getting ready for the holidays, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, so
That's
I really had to tell my kid, ain't no Santa on me. Like, I am busy. Santa is me. I am Santa. So, they big now, so
right.
they all right. My little one was like, are you for real? I was like, I know you know. Like, stop playing with me. But, no, she doesn't know. But other than that, like, yeah, no, it was definitely a chill week for me, yeah. Definitely just gearing up for the holidays and getting that started, but
Does it feel like the holidays here? Because it never feels like the holidays to me in South Florida.
No, not for me.
It's like 80 degrees.
Yeah, not me because I'm used to like.
Me too, because I grew up, we both grew up up north, so it's like, I'm used to being cold.
Snow, and even when there's no snow, it's very, very cold on Christmas, so. Yeah, it's 2 seasons, hot and hotter. It's hot and extremely hot. But for me, no, I'm not used to no snow or whatever. It's like holidays, but when I see lights, I know it's the holidays out here. You guys don't have like, snowmen or things like that going on, or snowflakes everywhere, but you guys have lights, so that's cute. It's cute. It's not a New York, New Jersey Christmas, but it's okay. I'll take it.
I do too, because after Christmas, I'm going to get 80 degrees.
That's true, because New Year's, I like New Year's.
And be outside.
Yeah. Because we used to be like definitely outside for every year.
Like that party, outside.
I know, remember my
That's our thing,
I always have issues, but that's the whole thing. That's my Uber issues, it's my own thing. But we're speeding through this segment because I guess it's got here early.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a 3-minute break, come back with our next segment. We have a special guest in the house. Shout out to Frank Gore.
Shout out to Frank Gore.
Building. Yeah. Let's go, DJ Blaze.
Welcome back to Mac Meeka Live.
Happy birthday, Alan. Happy birthday, boy. You're not Leo, but you know.
It feels good to be part of this adult shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
For the last 2 decades. We appreciate you. And welcome back. I know you're always on the road, so welcome back. Glad you're here.
21.
Well, we have a very special guest tonight, guys.
Mr. Frank Gore, who's actually my college teammate.
Yep.
Who played, how many years you played? Like 18?
Nah, 16.
16? It was like, damn, who's so 16 years and
hard work though, man.
That is.
Yeah.
And you were traveling. I used to watch you. Remember, we used to train the same oxygen for a minute too.
Yep.
Well, the skating ring, and then Frank there working hard. And at a running back, you don't play 16 years. Yeah, running back.
That's what they tell you.
What they do, that is true.
That's not, it's all on you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? We can go back.
Just like that too.
It is.
You always say that.
It's a certain guy that have a certain mindset.
Yeah.
And I remember even when Frank came to UM,
that was the only school told me I would have to redshirt coming out of high school because the guys they had in the room. And when they told me that, I felt like that was a challenge. I felt like, cause I'm from Miami, I was probably one of the top guys coming from Dayton.
Right, you had clean
And I was like, when they told me that, my mindset was like, I'm from 305. That if I go to Miami, I can't sit the bench. You know what I'm saying? Just because, where I'm from and how we been raised, how we been built down here. So I took the challenge and I went, and we were stacked, bro. And I respect them guys.
Yeah.
Like I tell people right now today, without them guys, being in the same room with them guys, I don't think I'd be the same guy in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I will say. That I'm happy that's one of the reasons I was happy I went to the U.
I am too, and you?
It's just because the competition, when you get to the league,
Yeah.
you know how it is in the NFL. Every year they try to get somebody, but I was used to being around the best, so I didn't care who they drafted.
Right.
I used to say that even with basketball. I used to be like, for me watching you guys, like a lot of people would say that high school guys were great, college guys were great. I'm like, but they're playing those guys. The real test is when they're around really great players and things like that. So the fact that you even said that proves like what I was saying.
But I think that's why we do so well in the league. Like if you look at our college stats, we got so many good players, so we don't have the stats like the other guys in the country have when we was at UM.
Right.
Everybody got to touch the ball, you know what I'm saying? So we can't build our stats. And that kind of hurt us in the drive sometimes, but when we get to the NFL, you can tell, just because the competition in college and practice, it was like NFL already. So I felt like my freshman year, I felt like
Frank was
when I practiced
early too.
I'm being real. When I felt like
making people leave so early,
no, I felt like my freshman year, bro. Like when I got to college, practice was way harder than the game.
Yeah,
it was so fast.
Everybody was trying.
Then the game felt like I'm like, man, it's like high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm happy that I went to the U, man.
Yeah, and everybody played with was trying to be the top of their position or the top of their position. So practice was harder. You know what I'm saying?
You had to be.
Yeah.
You had to do the right thing. Only one who didn't have to do the right thing was him. I never. I'm talking about I had to go to class. Like I was a freshman. I know. Hey, he was a big dog. Hey, that was his last year. He was the big dog on campus. Yeah.
Okay.
He was
your birthday.
He was the big dog. So he was like the best tackle in the country. So he did whatever he. The coaches let him do what you know what I'm saying.
When Frank came in, Frank was basically you had was a game you had Clint Portis and he was gunning for their position. And we was like, whoa, they both left early too.
No, it was good competition though. But I think like with all us being together at one time, that helped all of us.
Yeah.
So you had to come every day.
Cause you had to compete. You had
to go hard.
You had Frank, you had Willis, you had Clint Portis.
And we had Najee, but we had Najee, we had Peyton.
Yeah.
Peyton was good.
Jared Payton. So you had all that battling to get one football. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's a competition every day, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why.
And Willis, friends to the show.
But I'm being real. If you look at it, Coach Saul, our running back coach, man, to say when he coached us. If you look at our stats in the NFL, man, we all went Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
We all even Edmund,
yeah.
EJ Hall of Fame.
EJ!
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Because you broke almost all the records there.
Yeah, we'll see.
You got this. But you know what? Let me tell you, because EJ was, man, he should have been in there for a few years.
Oh yeah.
So I can see where you're
Yeah.
Nah, you know, cause they
chill.
like, you know how the NFL is, man.
Yeah.
You don't know what they like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was quiet. I just wanted to.
But see, that's why you gonna
I
be
stayed
good.
out the
You
way.
just stay out the way.
You know what I'm
did
saying?
your job.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like I look at like Isaac Bruce, who was quiet, and look how long it took him to get in there. You know what I'm saying? But he had the numbers. He had, so it's like you don't know what they want.
But you
You know
like-
what I'm saying?
In the top 3 of almost every category, so there's nothing kind of to dispute with that. So
Clean it, bro. Clean it.
yeah, you got this.
Shout out to Boogie.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's not even a debate.
Done
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
But I came on tonight because every time I ask him to do something, you know, he'll do it for me. You know,
Yeah.
and he been asking me for a couple of weeks, and I've been busy. And this is gonna be my last week before I leave to go to the fight.
Yes.
And
So there's a fight, y'all.
So here's a fight.
I wanted to come on before I go in the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Now-
Just
Yeah.
out of respect. You know
My
what I'm
boy
saying?
right here, Frank Gore. Mr.
This
NFL.
is his first year being retired, and he's already jumping in
He's
this.
going into a whole nother
He's
sport.
not even a full year retired. Jumped to a whole nother sport.
But I've been around boxing forever.
No, you have. You
We're
have.
gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. So he's fighting Deron Williams, you know, NBA, that's me over here. So he's fighting Deron Williams. Now, she said, this is when you don't watch the NBA. See, look.
Nah, but he also been around. He owned an MMA gym.
So he's been a wrestler. He's been doing those
MMA
things.
gym.
Yeah.
He been around it for like he been doing it training for 7
And
years.
you've been
I've been doing it since
boxing since like what?
2006.
for a
Yeah.
long time.
I
And
was
I know,
around 2010 or 11 is when I used
I
to
know
be in
you
the
used to
gym.
like that was like something that he used as
Yeah,
training for
Yeah,
the NFL
train-
too.
yeah.
And that's dope. But my first question before we even get into that, because you and Deron, like knowing both, well,
Right.
knowing you, but like really knowing his money and this and that, it's like, why? Because it's not about money for these guys.
Yeah.
So I was so curious, like, I saw a lot of other guys fighting, you know, Lamar did well in the NBA, but he went through a lot. So
Yeah.
I could see him fighting because, you know, you want to get back out there, you want to do things like Mr. Gore, Mr. Williams. So this has to be a passion. This has to be something else. So
I've been,
talk to us.
like I said, I've been doing it, like training it for like since 2006, and you know, I just started liking it, man. You know, and then it started helping me for my NFL career. Cause you know, as a running back, I think when you like 27, 28, that's when they call you old.
Yeah, once you
And
get 30,
yeah,
then it's like,
so
okay.
so before I started training football, like I started doing, you know, my boxing before I even get on the field. But I feel like it still keep you in shape, and it also saved my legs. And I think that's one of the reasons I was able to last that long. You know, like when we had OTAs,
Yeah.
you know, once you get your clout, like in the league, and your coaches know who you is, you really don't have to do like OTAs and stuff.
They made my ass do it.
You know what I'm saying? So like around that time, like you know, just running and doing, you know, I was doing boxing. Like I didn't have to burn my legs out. So like when it's time to train football, I train football in the summer. So you know, while they doing football the whole year, first half, you know what I'm saying. So I think, and then once I was doing it, I just saw myself getting better and better. And then when I saw the Jake Paul fight down here, the year the Super Bowl was here. Nah, not Nate.
Oh,
when the Super Bowl was here, and I saw him fight the first time, and I was like, bro, like I think I could beat him at that time, like just because of what I've been in the gym doing. Then this year, you know, I had like 3 teams call me, but I wasn't sure that if I really wanted to play football because, you know, my kids, I got 2 boys in college, and my little boys, man. Then when I didn't go to training camp, I think that's probably was the best thing happened to me, because it made me realize that how much I miss like my kids' life. You know what I'm saying? Because you think about, you know, you want to keep providing for your family.
That's what you took.
Yeah. So when I didn't go to camp this past off season, I think like me getting up every day, taking my kids to school, going to football practice, even like when I started feeling excited by coaching my 5-year-old at flag, like you know what I'm saying, I was like, man, like I missed a lot. You know what I'm saying? Then they were so excited for me
To be there.
Yeah. Then when I asked my older son, 'cause I always ask my older son, but I probably only time I saw him play football when I signed to the Dolphins. That was his junior senior year. No, the junior year I saw him 1 year, and you know your kids love, you know, their dad play ball, they love that shit, you know. So when I asked my son this when the team called what I should do, you know, he would have been like, that he should go. It was I don't want to call it a team, but it was a a decent team that probably get in the playoffs, might have a shot to probably make a run. And he was like, I don't think that team will go to the Super Bowl. So that was basically telling me that you need to just chill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Stay home.
Yeah. So because I'm going to his games, home games, away games, and he was enjoying that. After the game, we go to dinner, we talk about the game, and then when I didn't do that, the gym, Bomarito, they got a boxing gym upstairs, and the coach already knew, like, every time I trained there, he always would tell me, like, my basic skills was way better than other football players. Because I've been around it for a long time. And when the team they called me on a Thursday to make me come up that Friday. But I was going to see my stepson first game in college. And when I told my girl about the team, and she was kind of, she was like, she gonna do whatever, she gonna be happy with my decision. But I kind of saw that because we had the trip planned, that we're gonna go up for a family trip, and the kids was excited, she was excited, and once I got that call that Friday, they wanted me to come. You know how it is, they want me to leave that next day. Then when I saw her not happy about it, and I told her, I said, you know what, I can't do it right now. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want me, I'll come Monday. Then when I went up there in Wisconsin, we had so much fun. Then they called back Monday, and I was like, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, the coach at Bomarito was like, I think, if you ain't gonna play, you should, with all the celebrities and stuff. So I started thinking about it. Then I used to go up there a lot. Then I started feeling that team bond with the people in the gym, because I be up there every day. And I called my boy Malky, and I told him, I want to fight. And he was like, you sure? Because he know I love ball. And I told him that. I showed him, like, the text message that I turned down 3 teams. And he was like, okay, I'll do the fight. My first fight supposed to be in February. Then this came about. It's probably like a bigger platform, so they wanted me to come here. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And Deron went on my Instagram, was like, I want to, I'll challenge you.
So like, how tall are you?
I'm like 5'9.5".
Okay, so you 5'9.5". Almost 5'10", and he's what, 6'?
6'2.5". 6'3".
So there's a little bit of a wing. There's a wingspan difference. So I'm so happy to hear that you've been boxing for a while, because I feel like now you got some. Because in my head I was like, yo, he got an advantage.
Oh yeah, he do. He still do though.
Yeah,
he got reach.
He definitely has that wingspan advantage, that reach.
Yeah, he got reach.
But because you've been boxing, you got a lot that a lot of people don't even realize.
I feel that, like I always tell people, win, lose, or draw, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I think once they see me, they gonna be like, damn, they gonna be
that's amazing. This is a sidebar question though. Are your kids coming?
Oh yeah.
Because that's something that I always want to know. Because I always wonder, like, do people
my kids,
want their kids to come and see them like fighting? Because you never know what's gonna happen, and they always are scared. Like, oh my God, Daddy's like getting punched. Like, even if you win, you still got punched in the face, got punched in the gut. So I always wonder about that. So that was just like a super sidebar. I'm sorry.
My kids gonna want me out, because I feel like
they're gonna be the
anything other day, right? Anything will happen, they still gonna be there.
They gonna be there.
You know what I'm saying? They just gonna walk me out, and they like, oh, Dad, you better not get whooped. This and that. But I got boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, all boys. Yeah, I got one girl. But she 11.
Okay, so I have 2 girls. Yeah.
So how many boys she come. I got 4 boys.
Oh shit, that's good for her.
And my stepson.
That's good. So you got that's good for her, because like for me, I'm very.
But she the more common though. Like she ready for it,
Yeah. No, that's dope. I'm excited. So where is the fight? Is it in
Tampa? In Tampa.
Okay.
In Tampa.
So I see you have a meet and greet out there. If anybody's gonna be in Tampa, make sure you guys show out. When is the meet and greet?
I think Thursday. I don't know the time, because I'm being real. I know. Yeah, I've been locked in, man. It's like, I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to do everything right. Whatever the bosses say they do. I do.
Right.
I haven't had set.
I was gonna say.
I haven't.
Oh, to keep your legs.
So
I was gonna ask you about that, because I know that not.
No, I slipped up once.
So wait, I was gonna ask you about that, because not not Mike Tyson. There was a fighter that talks about and they brags about their fighting procedure. Like they don't have sex, they don't do a lot of things. So how long are you not supposed to do those things?
I guess.
I know you said, but how long are you not supposed to?
I think they say the whole count, right?
Was that 6
8
weeks?
weeks.
8 weeks?
Okay.
That's 2 months,
So
right?
you slipped one.
Yeah, I said 1. I'm like, you know.
Listen, we need serious people on this couch, right?
Yeah, but she made me though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Oh, she like, oh, okay, I get it.
So I had to.
Oh, you
you
got
know,
the week
man.
left. He good after that.
Oh yeah.
He down to the following
Hopefully it
week.
was a while ago though.
Oh yeah, a while ago.
Yeah, because you don't want it now.
Nah, a while ago.
Your legs
Yeah.
shaky because I'm sure she put it on you. Because she want to make sure.
Nah, a while ago.
Because you know, I'm sure your wife was like, listen, I don't want to hear all of that bullshit.
Nah, but she said sorry after though.
She said,
Cause she know I'm like, she know I'm.
she ain't mean it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. She ain't mean it.
Nah, cause I'm serious. I'm serious when I'm.
Yeah, but she didn't mean it.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like,
She know you serious, but she ain't mean it. She want to make sure she got you. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's good to have you here though because I always love to see athletes
no, I had
do
to,
other
man.
things too.
You know, cause my brother, man,
Yeah.
he always showed me love though, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to come. I wanted to come before the fight. So I could have came last week, but you know I was busy, so I definitely was gonna come this week.
Well, I'm glad you came. I mean, you definitely. We owed you because we drank a lot of your liquor, and a
that's
lot of
cool.
your food.
Oh, at the birthday party? Yeah. We enjoyed that too.
We enjoyed
So
ourselves.
do you think that party was better than my pool party I had?
Pool parties are different.
Oh man, nah, he turned it off. He turned it.
I'm definitely a fan.
Yeah, pool parties are different.
Hey,
Pool party, but
That's what I'm saying. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey,
Yeah, we been classy at that.
hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, I be like Big Mac, bro. Hey,
We was being very classy.
Yeah, we
I
did.
took videos and I was just like.
I said Big Mac. I need him, man. At my pool party,
Right.
man. Oh, it was crazy, man.
What was the pool
It
party?
made ESPN and everything. That's when I was. That's when I was living by myself, though. I was living by myself. Yeah,
Okay.
I was living by myself, then.
I was gonna say I'll leave you alone because I wasn't there, but
I was living by myself.
Here you go, Faye. You have any questions for Frank?
this is Rudy.
Yeah. Give me a minute.
Oh,
All right.
I got you.
Butler,
Come
you
back.
good?
Yeah, he left.
Go ahead,
I
Butler.
got you.
Butler in the back.
Well, being from Miami, playing against a lot of you guys, you know, like, when you was at UM, what, other than the players in front of you, you know, you did your thing in Dade County.
Right.
What really motivated you, other than the players?
Like I said, what motivated me when every school in the country told me I could play, and UM was the only one told me I might have the red shirt because of who I had in front of me. And I was like, if I'm gonna stay home, I'm not sitting the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I done broke all the records in Dade County. So I'm like, man, I'm one of the top guys. I can't go down the street and, you know, don't dress or don't play. I remember my first game, bro. I know I had a good count. And with the best
Nah, you did.
yeah, I know, like, bro, I know I had listen, I know I had a good count my first, like, you know, and what helped me, like, you know, you playing, I was third team at first. Then you practice against like the you know, freshmen, so it's still kind of high school ball. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing that happened, you know, I'm not saying I was happy that happened to him, but he got sick. Portis got sick, so I got a chance to go to the ones and twos. That's when the coaches realized that, okay, this kid, you know what I'm saying, can really play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when Portis went down for like a week, bro, and it was just me and Willis going back and forth, I was like, bro, it's the time I could show them that I don't got the red shirt. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Sounds like Leo, but I know you're not. Cause I went to your party. Like a hustler.
Did you got your question yet?
No, not yet.
You act like you're a Kane fan. You can't hear somebody saying.
You got a lot of questions. We started
It's the
with
stars.
Right.
yes, he think he in a Rolls Royce.
All right, Butler has one more.
How does boxing, who motivates you for boxing like how them players motivated you for football?
Nah, it was myself. Cause you know, you fight when you go in the streets coming up, you think you can fight. Then once you get in the boxing ring, the boxing gym, it's totally different. you be like, man, like you can't even throw a punch. So
Then you realize how long the fight is.
Yeah.
So, in 3 minutes,
So-
like, damn, it's long.
So I like challenges. You know what I'm saying? So once I saw that it was hard for me, and I had to like get better at it, and I kept going, man. I just kept going. I saw myself getting better and better, and we'll see December 18th how it goes.
So win, lose, or draw on December 18th,
Huh?
where do you go with boxing?
I don't know. I just like when I wasn't sure that I wanted to play, and this came about. I just wanted to give it a shot. Like I'm not saying I want to keep doing it. You know, I gotta see it. But I gotta see if I like it that night.
Yeah,
If I win or lose.
But it's your
You know what I'm
first fight,
saying?
yes. But
I'm being
like I
real.
said,
Like this training.
people lose, people win,
Yeah.
do whatever. But even if you lose, whatever it is, like you have to keep going.
No, but
I feel
I
like
gotta
you're
see
gonna
it.
be amazing. I feel like this would be. You've been training for this for a long time, and I think that this shouldn't be the end all be all if you don't.
But I gotta be real with myself too. I'm not a young buck. You know what I'm saying? And
You're not, but
you know,
I think that
like,
you're
you know,
not.
and but even like it's something like because I know that what they like a lot of celebrities and what Jake Paul doing. I feel like I'm on that level. You know what I'm saying? And I still gotta see if I'm gonna like it on December 18th. And I'm being real. This training is
Training is rough.
Well,
I can imagine.
it's tough, man. It's hard.
Because coming from being in the NFL and training every day, you go to practice for a few hours, this and that. Boxing, from what I understand, is on
Hard,
another
man.
level.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
We have another question. Billy.
Me and Brian were talking earlier that before we would prepare, like I played tennis, he played football, we had routines that gave us peace or made us really ready for the competition. Do you feel like some of the same routines from football you're even doing now before boxing, or is different?
I would say yeah, because like whenever I put my mind to do something, I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna do whatever I got to do to make sure I'm doing it the right way.
Gotcha.
And when the boxing, even now, if I can call like professional guys, and I done been in the ring, since I'm about to fight. My coach had me in there, and like now they be like, man, you look like a fighter, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever I put my mind to, you know what I'm saying? Sports, real life, I'm gonna go 100. You know what I'm saying?
So
To be
what's some of
successful.
your pre-game routines though for football?
What's your favorite? Me, I got my same ankle tape. Like I did.
You saying like?
People had like chicken breasts and pasta.
I had like a whole.
I
Friend, what you don't even know is from UM all the way to the league. I had like a rider. I used to have cereal at night. I had certain kinds of cereal.
Damn.
Like,
I know.
at UM,
I'm not gonna lie.
when I got to the Vikings, when I got to the Ravens, like they all knew.
Yeah.
He had to have a certain amount of cereal, a certain cereal at night before he goes there. Like I had a whole rider. Like about the artist, but I needed those things in my mind to make me have a good game. I got the same ankle tape every week.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah, it's like I got dressed the same way. I had the same procedure. I read through the little program.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you see that.
I used to go like do the program. I always started backwards. You know what I'm saying? From the back. You know what I'm saying? Then like before I leave the hotel, I'm getting ready. I listen nothing but gospel because we can't go to church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I listen until I get on the bus. So when I get on the bus, that's when I get to. You know what I'm saying? My mindset just switched. You know what I'm saying? But
So it's funny that you said that. I mean, I'm no player, but I was a wife for one, and so like that was my fake ass. I thought that was helping. I used to read the program from the back.
Oh, for real?
That was the weirdest thing. That was the weirdest thing. I mean, you won a championship. You did really well at the time. Like, you know what I mean? So that is funny you said that. That is one of the things that, for me, I did too. I went from the back of the program, and I always wanted to look, and I didn't even really pay attention too much sometimes, but I had to do it.
But you know what I never looked at, you get the first 15 plays.
Yeah.
I don't like to look at it.
Oh, for real?
Nah.
I did. I would look at it and visualize.
I would
Yeah, just doing it.
Yeah.
like before, how we come back in, you get that time before you go back out. So I have my coach just call plays. This how I know I'm ready. As soon as he call the play, and I just
You know what?
yeah. So I said, yeah, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a good day. You know what I'm saying? So That's how I was.
I never knew what to be a good day for me because I would come back be tight like, oh gosh, I want to have a good game. Like, that was so miserable, but that was a way of, I guess, I handled like feeling like nervousness. You know, some people get nervous in their stomach. My back would like tighten up after like warm ups. You know, you got to warm up. You come back in. As we walk back in, back be all tight. And then
tell me when you played in Miami, you know, at the beginning of the season, like, bro, did you used to get tired before the game because how hard it was, bro? Like, bro, like when I got back here, I'm like,
when I came back to Miami.
Yeah, like the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I'm like, how
we practiced in the bubble too much. I felt like,
bro,
damn, why we was in the bubble? We play outside.
Sundays, I'm like, how the fuck I'm gonna get through this game, bro?
It was different because we hadn't been here in a while.
Yeah, man.
So when you come back to play here, y'all in the bubble lot. We were in the bubble a lot.
Yeah, doing camp and stuff, yeah.
We were in the bubble a lot during the season. When I got here, because I came in like October.
But you know, camp is different.
Yeah, I wasn't here for camping, guy.
Bro, but I'm on Sundays, I'm like, man, like, bro.
Yeah, you sweating and everything, yeah.
I'm like,
I sweat a lot too, so
I was gonna say,
all my electrolytes.
gone.
Right.
You need to replenish.
Did you like playing for the Dolphins? I did.
I like the coach I had, but I just felt like the organization should have been better overall.
Yeah, but I liked it because I was home.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, it was convenient.
Yeah, my family.
And I like the coaches I had because now when I finally got here, I didn't have to take every rep. It was like somebody finally take care of it. But it was just, you know, also when I got here, like day 5,
the tickets
some
so,
bullying
the tickets so
situation.
crazy though, huh?
Oh, everybody
Oh,
was in the
man.
game.
Everybody coming.
Man,
the whole
my family was so happy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
then it's like,
I
I feel like we buy tickets that we get the tickets for free. We have to pay for the tickets. They're not free, guys.
we get like 2.
That's it.
We got 4.
We get 2 free. The rest of them got to pay for
We
it.
gotta pay.
No, it's not complimentary. These people want their money.
We gotta pay.
They take it right out your check.
No discount.
Right.
It was $100 ticket for that game.
I forget.
Wait, but listen, if I ain't like the motherfuckers that trying to come, I used to be acting like I had people coming to me. I'm like, I got people coming to me. Nice teacher wanted to
They ever draw the right to the check.
I just don't want to sit next to me. I don't know, like, get out of here. But no, it's true. It's funny because and they always want to come to the big game. So back then it was the Lakers and things. I'm like, you cannot think that you're gonna come to the Lakers games. So that had to be an issue for you guys.
Well, you from here too, so I know.
We the Giants.
Right.
He said right. No, not right. But for me, right? Because I'm New Yorker. I love the Giants. But But I'm saying, like, nobody really wants to come to that game because they're not good. But anyway, when you play other teams. Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? A little earlier you said, like, you would play gospel music, you know what I'm saying, before.
On Sundays, yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you feel like your faith is intertwined to your greatness?
Yeah, man. Like, especially I say that because what I had to deal with to get where I'm at now. You know, it wasn't easy. Like, bro, in college, bro, like, you know, I had 2 ACLs. I didn't even know, bro. Like, when I went to the combine, I went to the combine. I found my to be grinding. You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, like, so I have to get up in this time, bro. Because without him, I feel like I wouldn't got to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I have another question. So with the ACL, were you getting a shot up like after that, or you just
I just rehabbed it.
You were just fine.
surgery.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, but like after
But
that.
just imagine having that twice and
That's
then
what I'm
paying
saying.
16 years in the league.
That's why I asked.
Right.
You getting a shot up?
But that's why I was saying I also knew how he was really coming to take those guys' positions because we was like, oh shit, but then he got injured and then that's what I said made them leave early because he was having those injuries. So that was allowing Portis to leave early. That was allowing Willis to leave early.
No, but Portis was a junior when I got there. Portis the main guy.
He was ready to go.
Yeah, but you would have came back next year, he would have been a senior, and then it was like I would have had a battle. Exactly. I know what I'm talking about. So he left early.
No, I'm being real though. Like Portis was like,
right.
It was like, bro, like that's one thing like I respect about Portis.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
But Portis was like you coming in, James Jackson.
Yeah, but even though he
I'm gonna take his position.
you know how some guys who can't take that, like take a young guy that good, like they like be bitter towards him. Like bro, like That's why I respect him to this day, bro.
No, but he was like you though. So he came in and did the same thing.
Like, cause we was roommates before the night before the games. He'll be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go handle the first half, then I'm letting you go."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, God, like, come on, you gotta understand, cause like you got like, bro, when you in college, bro, you trying to get your mama a crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you see a young dude like come in who probably be like just as like probably better than you. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't really. He didn't act like a pussy towards me, man. Like,
and like my senior year, like a lot of our motto was that I remember me and Reed used to say, listen, by the third quarter we need to try to close it out and let the young guys come in and let them like get some, some reps and stuff, like let us keep going. Yeah. Right. So that was like the little thing that we always had, like get a big enough lead, let those guys come in. Because even when we played Washington after they had messed us over the year before, we played them. The coach got mad because the starters came out, but then like Roscoe Parrish, Frank, everybody came in. Kelly Wizard, they kept scoring even more, and it was like a blowout, like 60 something. Like yeah, and it was like we're not playing y'all no more because it's unsupposed. Like,
but that's what we got.
Everybody want to score, so you can't
get back to that.
Yeah, it's like everybody want to score. Everybody like wants to score. Like, why would you think they came in? Yeah, they want to keep. Yeah, they're gonna keep scoring. Like, that's what we want to do.
So where do you said that's what you need to get back to. So how do you feel about the new
coach?
I know, that's what I'm saying. So how do you feel about the new coach?
Oh, I like Cristobal. I know what he gonna bring to the table. He know he been there.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you if you think that
he know what it take, bro.
He won 2 national championships there, and then he won the national championship as a coach with us. So his whole experience there has been winning.
Yeah.
See, that's why I was gonna ask you guys, and I'm glad you guys said what you said, but that was my thought process, is that you needed somebody that was there.
Yeah.
Somebody that not only was a player there, but
I feel like some of the
I think like since Cristobal back, I think more of us will come right.
Right.
Used to be.
Right.
Like, bro, like, yeah, I think so, man.
When we were there, we had players like Michael Irvin and Jesse Armstead and others. They were on the sidelines. They were in the weight room training with us, so you could get knowledge from them there.
So that's something. So Bryant and I are real close, and I always wondered, like, I see you at the games, and we go to the games, this and that.
I'm gonna be real.
So now,
I stopped going because, I respect. I love the Swayze, man. Because, like, I still can remember.
That was a strength coach.
Yeah, like he used to tell us,
right?
Like, and it was real life.
He used to make us meditate and all.
Real life, man, because he came up like us, so he
used to do the workout a week before us, so he could tell us how it was going to be for us, like how we were going to feel like. So every workout we did, he did it a week before, and he's like, your body going to feel like this. This is how you going to feel. I already did it.
And talk about life, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, once they fight, when they got rid of him, I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's when it really was like getting rid of like the culture there. Yeah. And then now it's like a bunch of implants coming in, and they know nothing about.
They know, yeah.
That's the point where you just use the culture there, because that was my whole point. Like, I think that I never really saw you guys. And you've introduced me to so many people. Even before Frank, like Ed and EJ.
Big
we're all
Vern,
very close. Big Vern. We're all close, and I don't see nobody really like inserting themselves and being there all the time. You too. And so now I'm glad now I understand why.
Oh, yeah.
So this will be great for them.
Because those coaches weren't familiar with us. You know what I mean? Those coaches weren't familiar with us.
But I was thinking sometimes they probably didn't want us around like
that. I felt like they felt intimidated by us too, like as if we were going to come try to take their jobs or something. Right, and it's just like, no, that's your job. You can help. You're making us look bad. But yeah.
No, that's really.
But Cristobal definitely, he's welcoming all that. He wants everybody. Yeah.
And I think that's what the young guys need too.
They do need it. I feel like a lot of the young guys don't even know who half of us is.
They don't pay attention to the coach. This coach they made because they know that he's been in their position. But most of the time, players don't pay attention to, like, the coach is like, who are you? I want to hear you, a player, a former player, or whatever, tell me what it's like. I want to hear you tell me what I.
It may have more impact.
It's like when Portis and EJ and Willis then went to the league, and when I got to the league, I was like, bro, I can't let them down. You know what I'm saying? They doing this. I'm like, bro, now it's my time. I'm not gonna let my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I think we need to get like back
right
to that, man.
And I think that it's one step closer now.
Right.
With him there. Yeah.
We got our athletic director who actually was a former Hurricane as well, who went to Clemson and turned their program around on football. but he actually went to our school, so we brought him in now. So he's here. He's slowly putting everything together.
That's dope.
They're spending money. I always thought Miami was cheap, but they're finally spending money. They had to spend money now.
Got to.
I think Kirk Herbstreit made a big point when he kind of took a shot at Miami. Said Miami's whole focus is not the football program anymore.
I saw that.
And when he said that, and then we lost to Florida State, then it's like things just turned around, and it was like, okay, it is now. So.
But you got to now, man.
You have to.
It ain't like when we was like. When we came there, when I went there, the weight room probably this size, bro.
No,
this generation.
They have so much more stuff than we had. Like our bowl game money funded like a lot of that stuff that we didn't get a chance to use, but they are living it up.
Yeah.
And it's like you're living up and doing what with it on the field? Nothing, because you're not even producing well. Like we had nothing and did great, and y'all have all this stuff and you're playing terrible.
I think we need to get a stadium close to a school.
No, they are. That was another thing now. They're trying to do it on core games, but it's not very close to the school.
You go to the games, bro.
I said since we started playing at Dolphin Stadium, we're playing like the Dolphins.
Yeah. Man.
You know what? I always question that. I didn't know that. Listen, myself or my business. I wondered that. I'm like, y'all playing over here? Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like that's too far from the truck and core games.
Far.
Yeah, all the way up there.
Honestly, that whole. I mean, cause I love professional sports, but I'm a big college sports fan. I feel like, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong, I feel like college sports fans are the best fucking fans. When you go to a college sports game, whether it be football, basketball, soccer, baseball, whatever it is, those fans go hard for their
No, they do.
They scream on you. They call you every name in the book. It's crazy, okay? So for me, I felt like you want that energy. You want the kids to be able to be there. You want everybody to be able to be there. Mm-hmm. And for me, that's what it is. I mean, I have been told that an NBA game to go home and die. Like, remember that? I told you about that.
No.
So, okay. So when LeBron got those guys ejected, I was like, he's not saying what they said to him, but I was like, the only thing that I would accept him getting them ejected for is like when we played the Heat out here for the playoffs, and I was like screaming and this and that. I had my oldest was young at the time, and I had my parents with me because they lived here, and then we won, and they were leaving. Atlanta won, and they were leaving. Like fans were leaving. They were like, "Hope you and your fucking kid die in a car crash on the way home." I swear to God, I'm running after my father's grabbing me, and it's crazy. I'm like, it was crazy, and I was like, I'll never forget that. Nobody will ever forget that. But I was like, that's the only thing that I could honestly accept as him like getting somebody kicked out, because other than that, we are fans. As fans, we can tell you whatever. Like, you suck, you ain't shit, whatever. And he said that that's what they said. I hope your kid dies on the way home.
Oh, they said the same exact thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know what they said.
That's exactly what they said to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did say that.
yeah, and that's exactly what they said to me.
I never knew what they
The
said.
same motherfucker. But I mean,
No,
he
they
wasn't
look
that
young.
close back then. He was like in row 5. Maybe he's on the floor now. But for me, like, I feel like college fans are, other than that, college fans are more, they're in there. They deep, they with it. They like, they feel everything. And so for me, I love it. I mean, I feel like every college game has always been dope as hell. And I mean, I've gone to NFL, like, and I like to always say I'll go to NFL game in whatever city that Speed's playing in. And for me,
For you, Oakland.
Oakland was my favorite. You already know.
Yeah.
The Raiders was my favorite place to go because those fans
They crazy.
go fucking hard. Like, you going up the little ramps, just like go to your seats or whatever, and they're like throwing shit off the ramp. They going crazy.
And you like that.
I love it. I love it. I was like, I'm with y'all. Meanwhile, I'm a New York fan, but I don't care. I wasn't even going to a New York game. I was going to whoever they were playing. And then, like, when Tequila was playing for the 49ers, I went out there. They were corny, though. Like, the 49ers fans, they wasn't like...
You know, he played 49ers.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I played with Tequila.
Yeah.
I went to your game then. But me and Tequila was super cool from, like, Atlanta days. And so then when my ex-husband was playing with the Warriors, when they weren't in town, I would go to, like, his games and stuff like that. And we'd go party after, but you didn't come out. So we would go party.
Friends
He's a
about
good guy.
yes.
Good boy.
It's business
Good boy,
time.
guys. He ain't never went out. Never went
Not
out.
during the season. It's business.
Yeah, it's business. To kill spikes, however. Out in the streets. And then San Francisco streets. We out there. No, but we appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Are you gonna be able to stay and talk about other topics? Or?
I gotta get up in the morning.
He got listen. He's in training mode.
I know it's gonna ask.
My last bar, so I'm happy about that.
Okay.
This camp hard, boy.
And I hope that you do pursue it afterwards, because I really do think that.
I'm gonna see how tonight. I'm gonna see how the 18 go. If I like
Even if it goes crazy.
No, I'm saying if I like it, you know I'll do it.
You like tough shit.
Yeah, I do.
So,
I like challenges.
That's what I'm saying. So I think it's gonna go good for you. So we gonna be all.
I like challenges too, Billy. Right on the tennis court. You gotta come check me out on the tennis court sometimes. Believe it or not.
We're gonna check Mac out on the tennis court and Frank Gore out on the boxing ring.
Right.
On the 18th, we all gonna be cheering for you. We all gonna get the fight. So you're on the Fury and Paul ticket, right? So we're gonna go check him out, and that's what's up. We're gonna come back for the last segment of Mac Meeka Live.
Okay.
Hey, thank you, Frank Gore.
And welcome back to Mac and Meeka Live. Ladies and gentlemen.
There's so much going. Oh my bad, my mic wasn't on. There's so much going on. Happy birthday, Alex! Congratulations, Billy and Erica! Shout out to Mac and Meeka! I mean, there's a lot going on, but we do want to say first and foremost, rest in peace to so many people. Virgil Abloh, Cannon's son, Demarius Thomas, Glenn,
Glenn Foster, another NFL player. That was two. That was like 2 in 1 week. 2 NFL players.
Yeah, 2 NFL players in 1 week. Yeah, but you said Glenn Foster died. He died. Was it in police custody or like? That's crazy.
And I guess is that under investigation?
Yeah, I hope so. I definitely hope so. I mean, Demarius was very troubling too because to have a seizure at home.
By yourself. Yeah.
It's just scary.
Right. Yeah, 33. Yeah.
And be 33.
Did he? I wonder if did he have a history of that?
He had to have it said medical history.
Oh, okay.
It definitely said medical conditions. So he had a history of something. It may not have been seizures, but he had a medical condition.
Right. Oh, okay.
It said that. It said medical. So for him, it was just sad, yeah, for sure.
Stuff like this, especially when unexpected, like there's not nothing.
Yeah.
So kind of prepared.
And young dog.
Tragic. Yeah, young dog. We haven't been here since.
We haven't been here since then, and that to me was heartbreaking because you're coming to your hometown and
doing turkey drives.
Going to get cookies from your favorite cookie spot. And those are the things that we commend. We always like, oh yeah, you're going out to your home.
Give them back.
Yeah. That's sad.
Yeah, it is. It happened in your own hometown.
Slip 400.
Slip 400 in Cali, yeah, I seen that too. I don't know the details on that. I just see the YG and DJ Mustard.
I don't know that. Oh,
yeah.
That just happened?
And then now LA, they're kind of feel like some type of retaliation is going to take place.
Oh, no. And so first of all, LA is very scary right now.
LA right now is...
LA is not the place to be right now. It is really crazy right now. And so now, with things going on, with killings going on, and you're scared about retaliation, that's the next level.
Mm-hmm.
I heard, somebody was on the radio going live and saying, we can't protect the people.
That was in LA.
That was not who was the mayor, the governor? Yeah. Okay, so Rudy heard the same thing that I heard.
No, I seen it too.
You saw it too. He was like, don't come here. We can't protect you. We can't promise your safety. We cannot protect you. It is what and that thing was scary as well. Like seeing a lot of people, not artists, just a lot of people in general, when you go online, being attacked at their door. There was a guy and a girl just being punched up and beat up at their door. The 2 guys and a girl. And
people are crazy because I've seen at a restaurant, people were in the middle of a restaurant.
Right?
and they got robbed in the restaurant.
They got robbed. She gave him. She was like,
What's actually going on there?
Right.
take that watch. It's not worth my life. Yeah.
The facts.
Everybody wilding.
Yeah,
Big person.
I guess.
And that's what he said on the thing. He's like, it's not a purge for 24 hours. It's like 24/7
That's crazy.
because we can't even do nothing to you. He said he was like, it's not even like we can't even punish you. They're not getting punished not correctly. But that's not correct.
The laws are too lenient.
But he was like, right now they're not being punished, so it doesn't even matter now.
It's almost like Florida laws, but worse.
Okay.
Yeah, like for anything.
But with that one,
Elaborate, please.
I know. I was like, I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Different governments have different gun laws, different laws, period. So every state is different. So all them statutes are different. So some of the people, if you've been living over there all your life, you know what the gun laws are, you know what the statutes are, you know what to do, you know how to conduct yourself. So
Kyle Rittenhouse knew what the laws were too.
So them people know what to
Being
do.
charged by the size of the gun.
They've been dealing with this since Rodney King. So of course these people have been educated. A lot of people in LA been educated on like a lot of the laws, and a lot of the laws got loopholes in LA.
But yeah, like even in reference to a felony, like they purging or like running in these stores because anything that's $5,000 and under is not a felony.
Wow.
Yeah, 500 under.
5,000
Exactly.
and under.
Oh, in LA it's 5,000.
Cali,
Yeah,
Yeah, like they're raiding stores right now.
Yeah.
And that's what he meant by saying that
Federal law in Florida is anything over $500,000 and you will go to federal prison.
Wow.
Yeah, LA is like wild open right now.
No, LA is really crazy
That shit's
right now.
different.
That's why I said their laws are different.
It's like they're just running in the stores and they're taking everything.
That shit's different.
It's definitely next. They run up to people's houses. They run up in your face. It's
That's
getting
what I
real
meant by
crazy.
criminals understand the law now, because if you go in there without a gun, it's just simple robbery.
Yeah,
If
you're not.
if you go in there with a gun, it's aggravated robbery. So, it's more time for,
So I have a question. I don't know if y'all had seen this. Deion Sanders, he coaches the college team, and he brought like this popular Instagram girl.
Brittany Renner.
Brittany Renner, yeah. I mean, what does she know? I don't really. I love the name.
I
but
didn't.
what does she know?
Honestly, they said she was popular. I didn't see her before, but she had a baby with PJ Washington, right?
Okay.
So she had a baby with him, NBA guy, and before when she had the baby with him is when they were like, oh, you got caught up. You let the video girl, or not video, but like Instagram girl get you caught up. And it was confusing, but whatever. But Deion Sanders at Jackson State.
Right. He brought her in to educate his football team on like different girls' motives. Like the Instagram models, and was basically saying like, it's a good look for them because you're an athlete. It's a good look for the athlete because they have a big following, and like these guys are into the whole following thing now.
So the thing with that whole thing that he had when he had brought her in was crazy. So I know the NBA Combine, I don't know if the NFL does this, but they have somebody, not an Instagram model.
It's called the Movie Symposium.
Same thing.
Yeah.
And they have people, usually a man, talking about watch out for rupees and this and that kind of things. I thought it was great that they had somebody come in,
but
not her.
With ours, they had a lady come in, right? And she came in, and everybody was like, oh, she got that she had AIDS.
See, so that's my thing.
Right, so that's what they did with us. So like, she was an attractive girl.
That was dope.
Came in, but you didn't like at the time when she came in. It was like we were on a break. So you now were just trying to see who was all trying to talk to her, and then she ended up being part of one of the stage. She walked up there, and then it said other. And she was like, see, I talked to a few guys in here, and what y'all don't know is I'm HIV positive. And they were like, ugh. You know what I mean? It's like,
oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that I always, but even if she wasn't, I think that's a great thing that they do.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But I think that what Deion Sanders was trying to do was a little better. I don't know if Brittany Renner was the perfect person. only because
I think he got somebody I feel like who was going to get their attention.
Yeah,
They all knew who she was from social media,
yeah.
so it made sense to kind
But
of.
I think that he shouldn't have gotten somebody who right now is in the media saying, I got him for some money and I got his baby and things like that. I think
but they gonna listen to her though.
I don't think so. I think they would fuck her. Like, I don't really think
They will, but then she's gonna listen to her too. Like, okay, oh.
I don't think they paying her no mind.
6, 7 years, that's what she always
I don't think they paying her no mind.
And she
I
wrote a
feel
book
like
about that, so that's probably why he wrote.
I don't know if she wrote a book.
Perfect time.
Yeah, she wrote a book about that like a few years back.
Oh, a few years back?
She used to
Okay.
date Drake.
She's not pushing. Oh, she did.
Yeah, she dated a few people.
And she's not pushing the book right now.
Perfect time.
Well, she wrote the book last year. And then,
Oh, last year. Okay.
Perfect.
So
Push that book.
they're aware of her. So
I'm not saying that they're not. What I'm saying is that I think it's great that he brought somebody like her in. I think that's great. I think that he should have brought somebody like how they did. See, I would have liked something like what they did at Trent Symposium. Bring somebody not HIV positive per se, but somebody that nobody really was familiar with, and we didn't know why she was here. Somebody that we all trying to talk to and be like, yo, I'm about that money. I'm about that money. I'm trying to get it.
This day, like back then, like we didn't have social media, so it's different. Like you just want to holler at her because she's cute. But now this day and age, everybody has social media. She's a familiar face. Like they like so when she came in, like, oh, that's really nice. So that already got their attention. But now for her, they wasn't expecting her to basically put them on game of how what girls think and how things operate. So now they're like, oh, okay, like she educating them. So I
thought it was dope that he brought somebody in that could really talk to them. I just thought that he should have brought somebody that wasn't going
to I'm telling you, I'm a guy. If you ain't, nobody who's been through it, I gotta hear from someone who's been through it.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that nobody
who else you gonna bring?
I'm not saying
she's in the media right now. And
I want somebody that is doing it, but somebody right now like her, she right now, how do you say it?
She's doing it.
No, I'm not saying that she's doing. Yes, she's doing it.
Right.
But they're not really, because she's not preaching that. Did you hear her speak? Like she wasn't talking like.
She told them how girls operate everything and why.
She said, "Girl, that," but she said, I'm a good look for you." No, that's not what the whole shit is supposed to be about. The whole shit is supposed to be about, hey, boom, I'm trying to come at you because of this.
She explained that. She said.
Yeah, that's not what she said. But that's not what she said. That's not what she said.
But she was saying like,
no, she didn't.
It's a good look for me to be with you because you just another, and it's a good look for you because you behind.
See, you went about. That was the part. That was the part. See, that's the only part that I wanted her to not even bring up because that's when the guys lose it. Because for me,
a lot of them guys be about girls who got certain numbers on Instagram. They do. I'm telling you.
I'm not saying that
these young niggas is worried about how many followers somebody got. They don't give a fuck about nothing else.
I'm not saying that they're not. Because I'm not a guy. So I'm not saying that they're not. I'm not saying that they're not. What I'm saying is that girl right there, she's a pretty girl. Should have kept it at that. Like, yo, that I'm out here. I don't even think she should have brought about her following. I think
that's what the niggas like.
But we're not talking about, I'm saying let's talk about girls that's fuck a following. Let's say that there's girls out here that's trying to get you for who you are. And let's forget who I am.
What she's saying is, she knows a lot of these athletes are really going to be attracted to. It can be with your regular girl, this and another, she cool, she might try to do it, but if a girl got a following, he's dropping her for the following. So I'm trying to let you know it's about the following nowadays with these boys. They got a big following. That's what they care about. It could be another girl without a big following who could be doing the same thing, but soon as a girl with a big following come, that's what they do. They align themselves with them type of girls. They want to be more of a celebrity. They forget they're a celebrity, so they want to be more of a socialite. And that's what they do.
Hey, that's the big thing because all athletes aren't celebrities. I will tell you that. They're not. So that's why
they align themselves with so many
now I understand what
girls
you're saying.
with a big following.
There you go. Because there are guys like LeVar Odom. Sorry to put his name out there. But there's people like that back in the days I would always say Lamar wants to be a celebrity. Although he is a great athlete at the time and whatever.
Yeah.
He's dating this one, he's dating that one because he wants to be out there. So for me, that's what I
He was
was
pretty good player though.
No, he's a great player. Yeah, Lamar Odom, yeah. But he was known
We
with
gotta think
the
of
sport
somebody
for.
else.
No,
I would say Tristan Thompson.
No,
I didn't really know him like
I
that.
didn't know until
Let's keep it at Lamar.
I don't
Because
know.
you're right.
He was more.
Tristan, yeah.
He was a better athlete than Tristan.
He was, but guess what? He was an athlete, and that's a perfect example of someone who was a great athlete that
Perfect
still.
example of what I was saying. Tristan Thompson left his wife and everything to
But
get
he
with somebody with a
had-
bigger following.
He did have a whole baby mama.
Whole baby
Yeah,
mama.
he did.
situation.
Baby
And that's what I was
situation to get
You're
with a
right.
bigger
You're
following.
right about that.
Cloud,
You're right
so
about
cloud
that.
chasing.
Situation.
Cloud chasing. You're absolutely right about that. Yeah. But so like
So, like I said earlier-
sidebar, Lamar did that too. Not stop. Lamar did that too.
He had like a whole baby though.
He had a whole. He
Yeah.
had 2 kids. He had 2 kids, but he ended up dealing with somebody before Taraji, and then Taraji, and then Chloe.
But I just feel like we knew. I didn't know then Tristan Thompson. To be
It's
honest.
not about knowing. It's not about knowing. Because
But I knew of a Lamar
we
Odom.
knew of a Lamar Odom. Yes, we did. But even like Taraji, I actually got to know her after she did a movie in Atlanta, and so our good friend Kendra was doing hair on the set, and I got to know her a lot better. Her and the guy that played her lead or whatever. But she actually said the same thing. She was like, "Yo, it wasn't until he was acting like I was the love of his life that he went and she found out he was with Chloe. Not even 2 weeks later that she realized like he's about another thing, not really about loving me.
Yeah.
He's about a celebrity, and I get it.
And that's why Brittany
Yeah.
Renner is a good person to put in there.
And I can see that. I see what you're saying. No. I definitely thought that Brittany Renner was great, but what my thing was with her was I didn't like when she brought up half. I didn't like what her speech was. That's what it was. I didn't think
Well,
that
she ain't trained in the field to be public speaking. But it's
And there we go.
Right, let's
I didn't
that.
think that. Okay, that's more than fair. Because that was the thing. I thought Brittany Renner was a
She's
great
not a public
person.
speaker, no.
That wasn't the thing. It was her speech.
But she
Because
can't
for
yet
me,
deliver a message.
I didn't want you to even talk about, no, the whole point was you over there thinking that I like you, my nigga. Like I want you because of who you are.
Right, but she kind of said that.
But she
Did, and that's what I'm saying. I want her to stop there.
Oh.
Not even stop there, but elaborate on that.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I was saying. Yeah.
But she has a following, so she feels like a
So she is. Yeah, she is. Yeah. I didn't know who she. Honestly, I didn't know who she was. And I'm a big Instagram person. I didn't know who she was until
I don't really take social media people too serious, like who have no talent.
Okay, we don't,
Cause
but they're getting their money.
they're getting their money. Yes, you can advertise, but when you see some of these people in person, you're like, who?
And that's true, but they're getting their money.
Right, and that's why some of you don't see in person. It's like, huh?
The views of our co-hosts are not the views of mine.
I own the rights to my views.
Right to his views.
What they gonna do? Block me from Instagram?
But with that said, moving along, I did want to ask you guys a question. So we were talking about this earlier, and a lot of times, I'm celibate now.
I'm surviving for.
Billy the newlywed and Erica are not. No, brother, Vicky, she's not. She's not celibate anymore. But anyway, if sex was involved, how many of us would be in the relationship we're in?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Say the question again.
If sex was not involved, how many of us would be in the relationship that we're in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Billy and who's
Billy.
Larry?
There we go, Billy. Larry.
Because that's more of a mental attraction. Like sex always tell you.
Well, Larry, I didn't see your hand. Do it
Larry,
again.
give
All
her
right,
his
there you
hand.
go. I ain't see
Sex
it.
should always be a bonus. It should always be a bonus.
Yeah, it's just that.
Yeah, it's a bonus. Cause like after sex, if I don't get along with you, like why we like you know what I'm saying? So sex should be a bonus. Like, alright, where you finna go? So sex should be a bonus. Like so it should be a mental attraction first. You know what I'm saying? And then okay, and then the sex.
he'll be divorced.
He be divorced, that's right.
Wait,
You're
huh?
not even Leo. Wait, hold on. Time out.
Who said that?
What? Leo. He said, whatever she said, whatever it is you like. Whatever it
But like when I
is.
went, when me and Tasha met, she told me that she was celibate, like she wasn't having sex.
Years.
How long?
I was abstinent for years.
How many years?
12.
Girl.
You a whole liar.
Yeah.
Why y'all clapping? I don't believe that shit. This freaky bitch. I don't believe that shit. Stop clapping.
No,
Stop
I
clapping.
believe it.
She's a fraud. A fucking fraud.
No, it was quite evident when during our first time, and there was a.
Oh yeah.
Because you was tight, don't mean it's that big. Larry, we been there. You from the hood, nigga. You know what time it is.
No. The man told me it should have went down. It was like nah. It took a little minute.
Long minute.
Okay.
It took us over a year to have sex.
Okay.
Respect that.
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't nothing wrong with that.
It took over a year for us to have sex.
Nigga said.
From when we started dating.
Shout out to you, Larry.
Because I was like, I did that to somebody else. Fucking somebody else. I did do that too. I did that before 2 o'clock for me too.
Y'all hear her? She made somebody else wait a year because she's dealing with somebody else.
And he thought I was celibate too. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. Shout out to us.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Moving on. I'm sorry. Rest in peace to Nick Cannon's son.
So
No,
you
that's
was look out,
that's sad.
you was
What happened?
and messing with it and fucking it in.
I was. No, it wasn't that. I was. It definitely is. No, it definitely is. It definitely is. This was a long time ago. It definitely. I was a different person in my past life. No, and I own this. I own this. I was definitely a different person in my past life. I was a whole lot of things.
Who were you, little kid?
Saved is not one of them. I was a whole lot of things, a whole lot of people, but saved. A saved Christian, it was not one of them. He's not one of them.
I got a question.
I remember a lot of things about my, like, so much shit was coming up. I remember being in high school even, like this year for some reason, because this kid died. No, I'm not gonna tell that story. So, but rewind, but before him. But there was a time when, like, my first time getting caught cheating even in high school, like, I remember all these things. Like, I had a beeper, and I had my, like all that shit, Raising Canaan. I was like the flyer person on Raising Canaan. I was like the mom, like with the cream, like the fur and the cream leather. Well, not the real fur, but like the leather. No, like the leather with the fur trim, or like the leathers. Like me and my brother, like we was all about that shit. And so I remember, like I had a cream leather at that time, and I was like, can we go with the cream leather jacket from Hillcrest? Like that was me. Ask about me, right? So anyway, no, I remember my first time getting caught cheating. Like I was dealing with one boy at my school. Actually, I'm lying. I'm so fucking lying. No, I'm lying. I was dealing with somebody at another school, and the other person I was cheating with went to another school too. But my pager kept going off like crazy. And I was like, I'm not answering that shit. I'm with this dude, right? I'm not answering it. And then I had dance class. So I was dancing until I was like 17, right? I was a dancer or whatever. And I went to dance, and I finally was able to use a payphone. Okay. It's really Raising Canaan for real. So using a payphone, and I called back. But by this time, somebody else had paged me because now they couldn't reach me. They reached my friend. And I called my friend first because she hit me with the 911. She was like, yo. She was like, yo, Mikey. No, and I was like, how? He was like, cause they said use whatever. But the point was now I knew how to approach the person when I called them. And now he wanted to stay with me, and I was like, you'll never trust me. I'm not staying with you because you'll never trust me. And so brings me I was a whole different. I was like, you'll never trust me. Like, I can't stay with you because you're going to cheat on me, you're going to do whatever because you will never fuck with me the way I want you to fuck with me because I know that you think I'm cheating. And I was like, I saw a meme this week that said, I cannot stay with you once you catch me cheating because you'll never trust me. I told him, I was like, yo, no, that's from Mr. Turn Down or whatever or something. And I was dying laughing because I was like, oh, that was me. That really was. Like, I definitely was a different person. I'm great now. I'm great.
We weren't here last week, but I wanted to see, did y'all catch the verses between Bone Thugs and 360 Mafia?
I saw the fight though.
Right,
I think we all saw the fight. I don't think anybody saw the verses.
Really didn't turn into the verses to the fight?
We tuned into the fight. Yes, Neff.
Semi-pro.
Dropped the thing, he picked it up.
No, I see somebody jump, but I saw him pass it.
Drop what?
Whatever it was, he shot the hide. He dropped a man.
Who?
No, so on Bone Thug's side, he tried to pass 3-6 Mafia, right? He tried to pass my bag or something. But I didn't see him drop anything. He couldn't
It
pass
fell.
it.
It fell. He picked it up.
I saw him pass
What was
it.
the ratchet?
Huh?
The ratchet fell?
Nah, he had like a quarter coat or something.
Yeah, something. And they were like, it was upside down. They were acting crazy about it, but. Yeah, y'all ain't see it? Yeah, it was on. No, but it was all over the internet after that. They were like, yo, y'all see you
That's the only
passing?
thing I saw about it was a fight. That was it.
Yeah,
No,
me too. I didn't know this was on. But let me do it in.
No, but that did happen. The only thing with that was people were saying, oh, it dropped. Not that it dropped. They were saying that it was upside down. They were saying stupid shit about that though. They really weren't saying anything special about it. I didn't think it was anything important. But I will say that I'm mad I didn't tune into the verses because I didn't catch the fight in real time.
Right, people feel like it was their top three. Also a friend of the show, Takara, he came to the aid of Tyra Banks. And another model had came on and said like, oh, when they got paid $40
A day.
and this and the other.
Top model?
For a top model.
For sure.
$40 a day?
Yeah. But Takara came to Tyra's aid and said, you're on a contest. Who gets paid to be on the contest? Which is true.
So yeah, that was
You don't get paid to be on a contest. Like you're in a contest for exposure and to
You
win.
signed a contract. You agreed to it, so now you're complaining.
Right.
So,
You're complaining years later.
So wait, that was the thing. So no, that's the thing. So like with Takara even coming to her defense, I didn't even think it was necessary because let's say, yeah, you're in a contest, but even forget all that. You signed a contract, so at the end of the day, that's what it was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like she said though, they were in a contest.
She's
So
like, who
for
gets
somebody
paid
like
to be in a
that-
contest?
Yeah.
And for $40 a day, Top Model created some names.
They did.
There are a lot of celebrities.
Right.
But I think it was probably somebody, I don't know who talked about it, but it had to be somebody that didn't get a lot of like.
And that's why we don't really know her name.
Because it wasn't Eva Marcel, it wasn't Takara.
Right. Yeah.
No.
It wasn't the other one that I like, DaCosta. The one, Yaya DaCosta. It wasn't, yeah, she said, yeah, thank you for the save. It wasn't Yaya who's out there acting and prospering. It wasn't her. So, for sure, it was definitely somebody that wasn't doing anything.
You probably gotta let go of the second movie.
But I think like she said, Takara said it was a contest. I think I understand why they were trying to say it. Because it was TV, but
Yeah.
it was a contest. At the end of the day, we had a room, we had a roof over our head, we had a way to get wherever if that was part of the deal that day. Because some days they did have to figure it out.
But that was
That was part of the contest.
Yeah.
Some days.
Yeah.
But some days they did just get a ride there. I mean, I think that Takara was right and, in support of her. I definitely did. I don't know.
Alright, so Jesse Smollett, we want to talk about it.
What do you do now?
What do you mean? He didn't do anything. He got found guilty.
Why? I thought the case had been over.
From the first thing?
Yes.
It drug out into this week. I thought it was over. No.
Okay.
Is he not?
No, it wasn't there.
They said he going to
It's a
get
misdemeanor.
probation.
Yeah, probation at the moment.
You gotta pay. Wait.
We don't know yet.
Just
So he wasn't sentenced. Yeah.
But he got found guilty.
They may want to make
But
it.
everything he got found guilty was like not serious.
They're gonna give him 10 days or something. They're gonna give
But there
him
were things he got found not guilty of, lying to the police and things like that. So those were the important things that was found not guilty.
because he's black. I feel like they're gonna give him something.
Probation.
Because I think they're gonna give
The
him
main
like 5
things,
days,
the main
10
thing,
days.
because the thing about it was the headline said found guilty. Yes, he was found guilty of weaker charges. The main charges with the police and everything was found not guilty. So it's like they had these big headlines saying, which is clickbait, saying he was found guilty. Yes, he was found guilty of some things. Yes, he was a part of it, this and other. Did he lie to the police? No. Did he do whatever else? No. Like, he was not found guilty of those things.
The only reason why I said that they will do it, give him some kind of time, was only because he was black, because of everything else going on. They want give him some. Basically, your boy Donald Trump Jr. Like, yeah, justice for Jesse. I can't stand those Trump.
That's my boy.
Oh, you caught that?
Again, I'm voting for him.
But
oh, you getting us out of this?
The Democrats don't do nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, he goes, shut up. He goes like, shut up. Please stop. I don't want these problems. Billy's like, I agree. I saw him look over there. How you look over there? You're weighing in the bed. Okay.
It's on the same bird, yo. It's on the same bird. What color wing you like?
Exactly. I like the green. I like the pink one.
what about red or blue?
I like the green.
Those are the colors. Red and blue.
Oh, yeah,
This is my green shit. Who was that? Independent?
Money.
No. No, you did not say money, not the red and blue.
She said green.
Yeah, you said green, but it's red and blue though. Democrats and Republicans.
Money.
Oh, okay. Well, just want to thank you for coming out.
Okay, you were shuffling over there.
No, I was shuffling. Make sure you got it. I was shuffling.
Heard it.
The only other thing that I did want to talk about, but it's so old now.
What is it?
I just wanted to be happy for the McMichaels getting sentenced.
Oh yeah, yes.
Ahmaud Arbery. Like that was, I was happy that
Oh, okay.
McMichael, the father and the son, and was it O'Brien or something? Like who was the co-defendant?
That's not all we can talk about.
Okay, so I mean something, because Kyle Rittenhouse was found not guilty, and I was upset about that. But with him, with those three being found guilty, that was something to celebrate for me.
Yeah.
It was a buffer.
Yeah, it was something.
It was a buffer.
So I felt like, so I was shuffling, I was like, okay, that was the only other thing that I really did wanna, yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
crazy
William
to
Bryan,
think-
not O'Brien, it was Bryan.
It's crazy to think how long it took. You know what I'm saying? With
Right,
all that
that's true.
evidence.
I'm surprised you don't have like one more question for like,
Yeah, nobody
I
has
do. I might. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, we weren't here, but Jeannie Mai from The Talk, everybody's familiar, Mrs. Jeezy.
Okay.
She went on the record saying how women, we use men as place fillers. So we'll have a man, but we don't really want this man. We'll just fuck around with this man until the real man come on.
What the fuck?
And I was sitting there like, okay, maybe I've done that before. Because I think that I have.
so explain what
What's
that
the
is.
question?
So for me, I know I've done that. Like, I may not like somebody the way they like me, but they cute. It is what it is. And so like I'll talk to them, but they're not who I want to really
Settle.
be with.
Yo,
So
They're
I'm
a place
open.
filler.
Look, I'm wide open.
okay.
I'm wide open.
This rewind.
So
Right.
there we go.
Larry, sorry.
Okay.
He's on here.
So
you doing
she
it?
went on record
Yeah.
saying that women do that. Women use men as placeholders.
I feel like men do that too.
Well, that was the thing. So men, we assume that men do that.
Yeah, I think y'all assume men do
So
that.
we assume men do it. So what she was saying is that women do that as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't say as well. She said women do that.
She said women also use men as placeholders.
Yeah,
Yeah. She said also.
Well, who told her men do it?
I think we all think that.
Everybody.
Yeah, we think men.
Thank you.
Placeholders?
Yeah.
But
Not so much placeholder. Like maybe you're dealing with somebody and then while you're dealing with them, you're just like, you know what? Maybe I don't see long term with you, but you cool for right now.
Damn,
You know what I'm saying?
Cold.
You also be saying like you also can see if you can mold that person into what it is.
Yeah, but then
you want to do.
when you realize you can't, you're just like.
I'd rather not even
Sometimes
deal with you on
it
a
could be with
relationship.
whatever if you're giving
I'll
me what
keep
I
you as a
need at
friend.
that moment.
We can be
You know
friends,
what I'm saying? Like.
To have
At
a
the moment.
relationship,
But
why
but sometimes, okay, what if it takes a long time for you to realize that, okay, this is just a friend for me? What if you're dealing with that person, you're just like, I like everything about you, but this, and then that this becomes
That this
really
is a deal
big.
breaker.
Yeah, and that this becomes really big. What you gonna do now? That's your friend or what?
That's why before you even
But I'm
marry
saying,
someone, there's a
but also no, but
get to know them.
but at the same time, like.
If you like the person that they are.
But at the same time, maybe this thing was not a deal breaker for you from the jump.
Right.
But the more and more you deal with this person, it just becomes bigger and bigger, and it becomes a deal breaker for you. You know what I'm saying? What do you do then?
Interesting.
What do you do?
It's interesting.
Okay.
So do you think they're a placeholder?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just giving out. You know what I'm saying?
I think we are all learning. We are all players, right?
Oh, wait, are we?
Until we find the right one.
Until we find. I like the way you think. Until we find the right one.
Yeah.
That's real too.
I think that's what it was for me back in the days. Like I was until I found the right one. No, for real. And then I thought I found the right one. No, for real. No, for real. Until I thought I found the right one. No, until I thought I found the right one back in college, and I was chill. Cause I was that bitch in high school. Like I really was. Like when I think about it, I was like, yo, I was really that nigga. Like you should have act like them guys that came in. Like I really was out there. Like I just like to do what I want to do. Just whatever. I just thought I was the shit. I was very confident. Like whatever. But then I thought I found somebody that I could chill with, and now I'm back.
You did, and I grew you. They was married for 12 years.
So
sometimes you can grow apart.
I've
Like
been thinking about that lately. I don't
12 years. 12 years is a long time. It's over a decade.
But if that's the person, you're not supposed to outgrow them. You're supposed to grow together and like kind of learn.
You're supposed to, but maybe one of y'all stop growing.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That he wasn't the one. That's what I'm saying. I thought I found. I don't think he was a placeholder though.
I feel like it is a
Nah.
I don't think he was a placeholder. I think he just wasn't the one.
You feel like that's a placeholder?
No. I'm saying like if there's a problem and like you say it continues to grow bigger or bigger, I think it's because there's a lack of communication.
Problem.
Lots of communication. Lots of communication. It wasn't from a lack of that.
What they're talking about is like a problem that you see that like. She's like, that problem gets bigger. It could have been a small problem.
It could have been really small.
Right, like he could have been like.
Yeah, but you're allowed to get bigger because you didn't say nothing. And I tell people that all the time. It go like this and it keeps going.
Also, you gotta also see if that person is actually trying to change.
I was gonna say sometimes.
So if the person is actually trying to work on it, like, all right, this might be my issue, but I know that. Also, they gotta own it. So you gotta own it.
I was gonna say, it's not always a thing. It's always sometimes it's their thing.
You gotta own it.
They don't have nothing to do with fucking.
Exactly.
Billy.
As long as you know they're actively working on it, then it should. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to like go with that person and work on it.
Okay.
But if they're not actively trying to work on it, then it's just like
that's problematic.
That's a problem.
That's
Billy.
Go ahead, Billy.
Newlywed in the back, not even a week. Let's hear it.
Oh, he gonna try to act like he know everything now, right?
I know. Not even a year.
I'm joking.
I definitely don't, but I'll agree with her. Relationships are hard when one person is trying.
Yes.
Both people are trying, it's not that hard.
Exactly.
And that's what I was gonna say. That was my point. It's not always. Sometimes it's an issue. No, sometimes it's an issue when the other person has like you said, they have an issue.
Yeah.
They have to work on something. Because not all the time it's you guys' issue. They might have something within them that they're not okay with, and they're doing something because of them.
But they gotta own it. And that person has to own it.
Yes.
But to own it, they also need to know that it's a problem.
Yes.
So the person needs to be able to communicate to them like, yo, I don't like this, work on that.
And they gotta see that.
They have to be like, you know what, maybe you're right, let's work on it.
So that brings me to my last question for you ladies here. I saw something and I actually agreed with it. I don't know if I agreed with it because of my experiences or whatever, but I know you're gonna disagree. I know Larry's also gonna disagree, the Jailblade, and probably Vontae. Listen, they said a man is gonna cheat regardless. Doesn't matter how good his partner looks.
Yeah, that's fuckery.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good they treat them.
That's fuckery.
Okay.
Commercial break.
Happy birthday, Alan! He's sick of him.
Let's go, Sam.
I'm sick of him.
Let's go,
I'm
Sam.
sick of him.
That man got a really one cheek. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. You don't have to. What is going on here? Yeah, you don't have to cheat. Let's talk about football.
Look. Pinkies up.
No.
Me and Lily and Lily.
Haven't the
And
Dolphins been winning back to back?
They have been.
Okay, let's discuss. What has caused that?
I don't agree with that.
I don't either.
I don't think that's true.
I knew you wouldn't.
That's called
And I like that.
I don't think that's true. I think that like if a guy is consistently cheating and decides that they want to cheat on every woman, that's something that within themselves.
Right.
And that's what I agree with.
But
that.
every guy's
I
not
don't
dealing
think
with
that
that
every guy is
either.
like, no,
So
I feel like when guys are
we
serious
can't
about something-
generalize. I always say we can't generalize things and say all guys don't, because all guys don't have the same upbringing, experiences, and not dealing with the same issues. So all guys are not dealing with that.
I knew you were going to disagree because I disagreed, actually. That's why I thought he was... Well, I knew he was going to disagree, period. But I actually disagreed because of what you said. I feel like sometimes... Some people cheat just because, like, they're just being, like, in that moment,
Some
right?
people cheat
Sometimes,
and they still
in
got
that
it.
moment. Yeah, in that moment. It's like,
Some
there's a
people
number of
cheat.
different
It's
reasons.
different reasons, yeah.
But for somebody, with the general person... I feel like they're not always cheating because they don't, they don't know how to treat a woman or anything like that. They don't know what love is. Some people, I was just listening to people on the radio the other day, and I think Emily was like, I cheated because that's what I saw growing up, and I saw that it was okay. Like, my father had another whole life, and it was okay
But
with
see,
that.
that's a life experience. That was
So
his
that's
experience.
them. So that's what I'm saying. I think that some people do it because of a number of reasons, but I don't agree with that statement that they're gonna cheat regardless of what the person looks like or how they treat them.
I mean, but women cheat too, so I don't know why it's always the guys.
You heathen.
Wait, why do you believe that?
Women are more calculated.
Why
I know, Larry. Somebody take Larry's mic. Take his mic. Dr. Tasha. Dr. Tasha. She got her blanket on. We do have a relationship therapist over here, Dr. Tasha.
Why do you believe that women cheat?
I don't believe that. I think he's full of shit. Dr. Tasha's grabbing her shoes, y'all. She's putting them back on. Coming up here. Clearly they were off.
What's the first profession in this country?
Women cheating.
Prostitute.
Okay, do I need to say more?
All right, just shut up, Boogie. Somebody take Boogie's mic, please. Because men want the badusi. Men want the badusi. They need it. They need the badusi. They need it. They need the badusi.
Women are working.
They were paying for a service that the woman was providing.
So women is working, right?
So we have our therapist, Dr. Tasha, coming up here to join us. Thank you, Dr. Tasha.
I'm sick of all of y'all.
They don't want it. This will be controversial.
I'm sick of everybody here. I'm sick of everybody here that name start with an A.
Hold on, can I join Kai? Did you go too? Yeah.
Let him join the panel.
too?
Dr. Tasha, give it to us.
Make it even.
All right, come on, Alan. Come on, Alan. He's good. Wait up. Because it's your birthday.
And it's your birthday.
Let's go, Sam.
Look, Alan been preparing for this all his life. I'm on the
This is your moment,
stage.
Alan.
Come on, Alan.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, Okay, let's start with the
How about you
question.
share mics with Dr. Tasha and then you take this?
So let's ask the question so I know exactly
I did it right.
what we are answering.
What about cheats more? Men or
Who cheats
women?
more, men or women?
I don't know if you can really say that.
You can't say that. We don't have a number
Oh no, there's an answer to
of
that.
the exact cheaters.
I want to know.
I mean, I'm not included because I used to cheat. I'm not a cheater anymore.
No, Larry knows the answer.
Okay.
He's so proud of me. Larry knows the answer. He's so proud of me.
No, I have something.
You're gonna go first?
I have something we could start on.
Well, no, let's get the answer first.
Okay.
Okay, the truth is that women definitely cheat more than men. The reason why the stats forever.
Wait a minute. High fives in the back.
Somebody find my girl a ride home.
It's very simple.
Not find Lily
And
around.
excuse my voice. It's been a long week.
That's Lily card, nigga.
Okay, so the reason why the stats or the statistics are always saying how much men cheat is because women don't get caught. So you can't take stats on something that you still don't know while it's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Oh, it's time for one more. But the truth is, we, and I'm saying we because I'm a woman, we don't get caught.
That's a cap.
Yeah.
When you got faith in the Lord, it's gonna come. You gonna have that feeling.
If who has faith in the Lord? If the man has faith in the Lord.
Your intuition's gonna tell you.
Okay, so let's go there because we don't talk that much about that. Because we always say that women have this intuition, blah, 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 blah. The truth is, plenty of men have been correct in what they feel once they feel the it. It does take you a little while longer than usually it takes us because we're studying the patterns, the routine. Why do you smell like soap and you just left the gym? You know what I mean? Or left from work. It's because you did something before you got home. And so we would definitely never do that because I know we get home at 5:30 and we're still going to get home at 5:30. You just don't know what we're doing at 5:28. And so the unfortunate part about what you're saying, what we know is to be true about women who cheat. So it's a whole thing about a lot of times there's also I don't even know if I can say it like this. I'm trying to figure out how to say it. A lot of women cheat with other women. So then the idea of the bisexuality.
Oh, so it's not really cheating.
Not I spy.
No, I wouldn't call it cheating.
Not
I wouldn't call it not cheating. I'm actually saying that you don't get caught because I'm gonna make up a scenario right now. We're married, y'all are married, and y'all don't know that when we go to shop, we're also smashing. You know what I mean? Okay. You're not even thinking about our shopping date is also getting it in. Okay. You're worried about the man, but we're having a ball without you. Right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And so,
I never thought about that.
It happens very often.
This sounds very TLC. Not.
T-Boz left out chili?
Not very VH1.
I'm not saying all women cheat with women. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that specifically that one is a secret society. Secret. Oh, it's an exception, and they're not thinking of us at all. We are really good friends.
It's a loophole.
Right.
Doctor, let me add something to that.
Yes, sir.
All right, cuz.
Let's go, Sag.
There's different type of men. Okay. And I am part of the group of men that don't see a woman that spends sexual times with another woman as cheating. I don't.
Would that be
I don't.
But that's what I said too. I said,
your girlfriend a pass? Is that what
with
you're
another
saying?
woman?
If as long as it's with another woman.
If I walked into my home and my woman was with another woman, I'd be like, wow, okay. That's what's going on when I'm not here. That wouldn't be like, oh my God, I'm mad at you. You're cheating on me. My wife, my girlfriend.
I hate you.
No, to me,
so you would never think that you're not enough. You're saying you would not think that.
Never. A woman could never make me feel like less of a man.
Another woman could
never make me feel like a less of a man. No, it feels like you're just having a different type of party that I can't give you. because that's a woman you're sleeping with. I could never be a woman.
Yeah.
So I can't give you what you're getting from that woman.
But let me just assume that this definitely is a double standard.
Okay, call it what it is.
I'm just saying.
I don't care.
No, listen.
I don't care.
Not double standard in terms of you and her and she can't be with the man. I'm thinking this can't be vice versa in terms of the way that you see the fluidity of sexuality with
Well, this
does
is another.
not-
You see, we didn't go as far as I was about to
No,
go.
we can always go.
No,
as far
let's
as you
go.
like to go.
Now, if I see my woman with another woman, clearly this means I will be joining that party soon.
But what if the other woman doesn't want you to be?
Then that woman gotta go.
Then it's cheating.
Right.
It's
Because you have some women who
Listen,
might not want to be touched by men.
Okay, right?
Oh, definitely.
This is
Yes.
you gotta
Zero
understand
penetration.
something. As a man that's being faithful to a woman, right?
Okay.
You find that your woman is having sex with another woman. You know, she's being intimate with another person. You know, man, woman, because you have to now use that word person, right? So another person is a woman. So you have to now say to your woman, hey, because it's a level where it's technical. This is where it gets technical, and as a man, you have to.
But listen, that's her space, and that's her and the woman. They didn't want you involved. That's what they've been doing behind your back. So just because you walked in, don't mean you can jump in.
No.
So how you feel about that?
No, I understand that.
That's how you feel about it.
What he's saying is,
So wait, how do you feel about that?
Okay, yes, answer that.
So hold on.
If you can't join, is it cheating?
My drink was clearly too full.
Okay.
No. That's cool because it goes back to what I said. I'm not intimidated by another woman pleasing my woman. I will never be intimidated by
How
another
do you
woman.
feel?
But no, I wouldn't even see it as cheating.
So can I?
But
Even
what
if
I
you
would
can't join?
bring to the table, what I will
She said you
definitely
can't
bring
join.
to the table
Even if
is
you can't join, it's not
if you
cheating.
can be with another woman, I can be with another woman. And
But
if
what if she
you're
said
not-
you could be with another man?
She's with a woman.
No.
That means
No. Okay.
Definitely.
I mean,
how it works.
let's make it. Listen. Let's make it make sense.
No,
Let's
we
make it
will.
make sense.
We will.
If I can be with another woman,
We will.
you definitely can be with another man.
Listen,
Let's make it make sense.
no.
That's how this works.
I'm gonna make it make sense right now. I'm gonna make it make sense right
Saj,
now.
please make it make sense. Saj.
The man in that situation ain't gay.
I'm a Saj. We're here with it.
The man in that
She doesn't identify herself as gay either
bisexual.
because she's with you and her.
Okay, second point.
Hold on, she's bisexual, right?
The
The man is not bisexual.
She's
It is-
fluid. She's fluid.
Listen, the man ain't fluid. Whatever you want to call it, right? The man only like woman, right? So if your woman likes another woman, that's cool because I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, second
But
point.
hold on. Let me finish. So
We gotta let the doctor talk at a certain point.
Doctor, write a prescription, please.
Okay, second point. How do you believe? Are you okay with the deception of it all? Because we keep making this like it's about the climax. So let's go into the emotions of who you are attached to. Is it a woman that has deceived you
Yeah, she acting out.
and acting out? That's a good word. Hasn't gotten caught until this moment.
Right.
You're now questioning all the other things you don't know when you're at work on the road
Okay.
for days
I got an
at a
answer for
time.
that.
So how attracted are we to the deception of it all?
Okay. First of all, there's levels of deception, right?
Are there?
And
Because everybody lies, right? And there's a lie all the time. You could be like, oh, I'm coming home at 6 o'clock. You get home at 7.
6:02.
Right?
Okay.
You get home at 7, and what's your excuse? Traffic. But you told me you was coming home at 6, right? And you didn't make it.
So the accident happened. It could have been an
So
accident.
there's levels.
Different variables.
There's levels of deception. So for me,
okay.
I take all of that into consideration.
That might not be a lie. Though. It could be an accident. It's called-
So when a woman is deceiving me by sleeping with another woman, again, it goes back to me feeling like, okay, let's analyze what she was lying about.
right?
And if it was that, then it's permitted.
Wait, so can we?
It's not per se it's not really permitted, but it's not a big deal.
So let's analyze
at the same time.
So let's analyze it.
But that's different people. You know, that's me. That might be nobody else in this room that can handle that. But me, it's all about threat level. You get what I'm saying? A woman could never threaten me. Is sexual. You know, what a woman gonna do? Put on a dildo? You know what I'm saying? Like, right,
yeah,
but if it reached the point where a woman say, "Oh, I don't want you no more because I rather that woman with a dildo on," I would say peace, because there's so much women that's.
But why?
I'm not.
So then why can't, if that's what she prefers, right?
And
you're her man, and she's like, "Oh, I just like women a lot, like, but I love you. You're my man."
Right.
You're not threatened by a woman, right?
Exactly.
So let her love the woman, though.
And I would.
But the point 3 is...
Did I say anything that said I wouldn't allow that?
No, so I'm going to go with it being okay with you. So it's okay with you. You are okay with it. You're not upset. It's
never. Another woman, no.
Okay.
Another woman, no.
Point three.
Another woman, no.
But he said that if he can't, that
but
she
she's
should be
getting
okay
down.
with him doing it with another girl. That's
I'm not even gonna address that. We all know that's definitely not the same thing. However, I believe that you believe what you said is true. I believe that you believe that is okay.
Yeah.
However, point 3, if she does not want to have sex with you,
if she doesn't,
because she has gotten all of the orgasms out on this
but that's what I
Friday,
just
and
said.
now you want some.
If it comes to the point where my woman rather have sex with a lady over me, then I would just accept it and move on.
But what if she loves you? She wants you still to be there.
But I don't have sex with her.
But she wants you. She wants a relationship. She'll have sex with you, but she rather have sex with women. But she loves you. You guys have been together forever, but she rather she likes having sex with women more than she likes having sex with
Wasn't
people.
we just talking about this about keeping people around? Go to
No.
I'm just curious.
No. Again. This. It's almost like if whatever she desires doesn't complicate my space with her, then as soon as, for instance, right? Let's say I come home and I want to have sex, and she's not available. That's strike 1, right?
That is.
And then it happens again. That's strike 2. It happens again. Strike 3. You're out of there. You see what I'm saying? So if there's no strikes,
you're allowing it.
Of course I'm allowing it. I'm allowing it because I'm allowing her to do her. But as soon as it inconveniences me, she's out of there.
Okay, I kind of like that. That was honest. I kind of like
that. Make sure you handle me.
Okay. If you bring it back to the question, so I just added that because that's that secret. Those are the secrets of cheating is with another woman that never gets caught. That those stats don't happen because no one knows. But if you go back to the deception of women is better than the deception of men. Are we really not agreeing with this in this room? That women cheat more than men?
Can I say something?
Hold on.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl.
You shut up.
Ooh, yeah, come on, Sag.
This is my opinion.
Leo.
Opinion.
Oh,
Leo opinion. Yes, we do. You don't egg him on because he on another page.
Cheat more
That's his
than
woman.
women. Women cheat better.
Women cheat better. Shut up.
Women cheat better than men.
Yes.
That's the difference. The reason I say
more
that
and better are different for you.
But that's listen.
Different period. They are different.
Because the access,
they're very different.
The access that men have. First of all, there's always
very different.
Commercial break.
I can cheat 2 times and get not caught and not get caught. You can cheat 1,000 times and get caught each time.
The ratio.
Yeah, facts.
The ratio versus men to women is always women. There's more women than men.
Mm-hmm.
Men have more access to women. There's always more women to men. So men always have that fucking choice. Because it's always a woman that is going to give them the signal. Now, when I say, that's why I feel like men, when they go out, at the end of the day, men are always approaching women. If they see a woman, they're going to approach her. And if they see 3 or 4 women in a day or 2 women within a week, they're going to approach her. No, I'm not, listen. Women cheat too. Women cheat too.
Billy has his hand up.
They do. But Right.
After she talks,
Okay, let her go.
he's already
they
married.
cheat better. Women are going to be a little bit more careful. They're going to go
Billy
into more
watching you
detail.
go behind.
They're going to try and cover up their steps. The problem with men is that they're fucking sloppy.
Wow.
They will get
With the capital F, fucking sloppy.
Wow.
They not going to
Men, wash your hands.
That's my thing. I don't believe that women cheat more. I think men cheat more because they have more access to women.
Okay, I think I do. Okay, so Lily, I do think back in the days that was a thing. Women cheat more. I can agree with you now. I think like right now that was the consensus, but I think right now you're right. Women just cheat better in general, but I don't even think anymore. No, I think men cheat.
It was a great point,
Billy. Think of your thoughts.
Let him talk, Meeka.
I'm trying to help him.
Is cheating just physical though?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Good question.
I can answer that with confidence. No, it's not.
Can play and talk and maybe not go all the way through, but hide that and that's cheating.
So that's
No, you know what? I don't think. I personally don't think that cheating is just physical.
You gotta do one at a time.
Excuse me. When women cheat, it's emotional. When men cheat, it's physical.
Wait, hold on.
That's the problem. That's why men won't take women.
Yeah, emotional is deeper though.
Well, I was just agreeing with Billy.
There are lots of women that are
Levels of
sexually.
deception, right?
Billy wants to say something else, but I was agreeing with Billy. That
Okay.
I don't think it's just physical.
It's not.
I
Wait,
think
let
it's let Billy finish.
Come on, go ahead.
So maybe a woman might talk to someone and fulfill a void, but doesn't have to do something physical and say, but I never cheated. Well, hold up. Because if we do that and we started something, it's like we were about to cheat, but we didn't physically, but we did. I think like it's a double standard.
No.
If a woman could talk and get that and feel that little feeling, it's like, well.
Yeah, no, I think you were on your way. For sure. For sure, I agree with you. I think that I personally, I don't know everybody in here who agree with me, but I think cheating is anything you really can't tell your spouse about or your mate about. If you have to delete messages, if you have to do all of that, that's like you're on your way.
I got one more thing to say.
Okay.
One more thing.
Birthday boy has one more thing to say.
Let's go, Sag.
One more thing in a mouth.
Because I want to respond to this.
I promise you, I'm gonna leave you here by yourself.
Let her respond first, and people.
Because women, well, let me tell you what women have the power to do. Let's
hear it. What power do we have?
I have to really calm down and say this very. I don't even know.
Wait, hold up. You going some real shit?
So let her respond while she's about to mind still.
Okay, yes.
Let her respond to Billy.
Say to me what I'm saying.
Because this is about to be some really good. Yeah, let's respond to Lily or Billy. Whoever.
This is why I have a clipboard because I can't remember always. I write things down. Okay, so it's what she said about women cheating, less men cheating, more. Okay, so I think you are correct for about maybe 20 to 30% of men in the world. I think sometimes we always think that men are just so confident and so conceited and believe that women want them. That is a percentage in the world. Then there's the other 60 to 70% of men that are insecure, are anticipating. That's not a bad thing. It's just acknowledging that there's an insecurity. They anticipate rejection. Every man does not think a woman wants him when they come in the door. Lots of men in this room can say, single, we're going to hope. Those married are not looking. But the single men that are seeing something that they like, they have seen this girl 3 and 4 weeks in a row. They haven't said anything to her. He's not thinking that she wants to sleep with him. Men get to have sex with women when women want to have sex, which is why women cheat more, because we are in control of when you get it. That's the point. You can want it all day.
Boy, Bryant, Vontae, and that.
It's true.
I'm not.
Nico, I saw you too.
I get what she's saying though. It's a great percentage of men that are confident, that know themselves,
But you know what? When you say that, it's not necessarily it's not about confidence. When I say men cheat, it's not about confidence. sometimes men cheat because they don't have the fucking confidence.
That's true.
I agree.
Yes, and
No, there is a percentage of men that cheat to get validation.
She's not talking about me.
We know that.
That's true. Yeah,
But she would have been, cause a real Leo bitch don't want no nigga that's all in the streets.
that's what I'm saying about like if they're cocky about because there are men that are cocky and they don't cheat because they know what they have and they found the right woman to accept
Or
it.
they're picky.
But there's a lot of men that are they're incompetent. They're small within themselves, and because they haven't found themselves,
They look elsewhere for validation. So I'm agreeing with you. That would be another percentage.
Yeah.
I am just saying that men do not get to have sex because they want to have sex in the world. Men have sex when women want to smash, which is why we do it better. I'll give you that. But we also do it more often because whenever we want it, it goes down tonight. Y'all think about it. Y'all need to go down. It goes down
Get your
tonight.
ass down, never with the step. Never with the step. Like we in love jump. I do love that movie though. I do love that movie. Never, you my love. Are you my lover?
The more is the part that. Okay, so that segues to what Billy said. So it's so interesting. We're in 2021 and we're saying things from really like 1980. The idea, let me tell you, the idea that this is so interesting that is, it's the way things are passed down. That's what culture is, right? So, I mean, there's so much to this, even like answer that I'm about to say, but the way that culture happens in different countries, things were passed down. Foods, customs, right? The way mama cooked is not how you cook. This how you supposed to do chicken. Just from that alone, or language. You know, it goes on and on. And just alone that, how many years have y'all heard that women cheat for emotion? How many years?
Decades.
That is because that is a kind of more old school time before women were allowed to be sexually free, unapologetic, wearing crop tops at 300 pounds and saying I'm sexy and now what? That didn't happen in the 19s. What? I don't understand.
I feel attacked, man.
That ain't nothing. That was not specific to anyone. That was an example of one thing I love about South Florida is how size doesn't matter about being sexy. That's something I love about living here. I love that. That wasn't like a jab. That idea is, no, I understand, but the analogy is just about sexy is when you want to just wear it. And as women, these years that have now come in these last 20 years, we are more sexually free. Think about it. Like, we're allowed to talk about sex, and y'all aren't thinking right now that I'm a hoe. You get what I'm saying? Right. Like, it's like, oh, shoot, she knows a little something, y'all. But if this happened 50 years ago, I would be all type of Jezebels. You get what I'm saying? Right? And sorry, all that. But now I can actually be, oh, shoot, she owns her own self. She knows her body. I liberated. Just as you are, every the women in here, right? You can be sexy, but that has nothing to do with if you're going to get none or not. You can be loyal, have self-control, and carry yourself as classy as you do. The thing though is that that's old school to think that we cheat for emotions. Women love to have orgasms. And the idea that multiple are even better, okay? At the same time, but sometimes we weren't talking about it out loud because guess who wasn't telling us what our little man in the boat could do? We didn't know the little man in the boat existed. Oh, y'all want to go real cultural? There was times where it was cut off, where you ain't gonna enjoy sex. This clitoris that enjoys you down there, that's years of you not gonna be able to enjoy. You get how deep this goes? So the idea of me thinking that sex is great was not, no one allowed me to say that out loud to myself. So the fact that we are now in a place where we can just own the vagina and like talk about it, and really explain it that, yeah, she's a little complicated, but let me tell you exactly what she needs to be just fine. And y'all are taking notes in a good way, and there's no apologies. That is new in the last 10, 20 years, which is why women are not just cheating because of emotion. It's physical as much as it was for men. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's just dangerous that we now know what we can do. With why you went back to, it's not because this thing right here runs the world. And we know it. That's how it runs the whole world. Ambassadors come down, presidents come. I mean, think about it. What great leader has not fallen from her? It's sad to say. That's how powerful she is.
But you know what you're saying though? I totally agree because that's how I feel. But I think a lot when we go back to as far as when women cheat, as far as emotion, you see how when you're talking about women are more liberated, they're just
now, yes.
But a lot of times, which I respect, which I totally respect, but a lot of the times those women aren't in relationships.
The women that are sexually free?
Well, a lot of times, yes, because they're free. Because they're free. But a lot of times when you get into a relationship, there are boundaries that you have to respect. So that's why I say, when I say when women go cheat because
meaning they need balance. Those women need to then find balance.
When you're single, you are free to explore who you are. That's why I always tell people, be single before. Don't get into a relationship.
Not too early.
Be single and date.
Figure it out.
Because when you date them, when you date 5 people, you're gonna figure out what you like and what you don't like.
What the fuck you don't like?
That's why you don't tolerate what you don't tolerate. But when you're in a relationship, and when it goes as far as cheating, it's not, it can be that she is, because there are women that are sexually fluid, and they, even when they're just like a man, when they get in a relationship, it don't stop. But a lot of times, if they're faithful, and it comes down the road, and there's this person that comes along, I think women will end up cheating because, and it's not everybody, it's
after the long-term relationship.
It's a scenario that it might be, they're not, because women are more, listen,
what are some reasons
we're sexual, don't get it wrong. Because I'm a Leo, okay? We're sexual. Okay?
Me and
Boogie ourselves than males are. So a lot of times we search, we don't search, but we take that emotional. Let me put it like this. You have men that know women, they base off of emotions. So if she's having a bad day, let me check in with her, make her feel good.
Right.
Oh, your man don't piss you off, let me make you feel good. They know that, so they gonna go into their emotions. That's why I say
what are some reasons women
it's
cheat?
men that know that. These men know that. Oh, they need somebody to talk to. She's sad. She's vulnerable.
Because the woman is sharing that. That's why the man know that.
They're gonna take advantage of that. That's why I say they know what she's looking for, and they're gonna take that. And a lot of times when you in a relationship, that's what the men know.
But the woman shared that with the man for the man to know that though. So she opened up to him and became vulnerable.
What she looking for? Because it's not that.
She still spun it to where she made men be the cheater.
Right.
More often.
I tried to get his ass off the couch. I just wanted to say that.
That same emotion that you just said that we are as women, we're so emotional. We are also hella manipulative, and we know what the fuck we're doing.
Oh, bro. Get her off the couch. Get her ass off the couch. Get her. You ass that. Fuck Billy. Fuck Billy.
Own it. Drop bombs on him.
Fuck Billy. Fuck Ness. Fuck Monte. And Boogie ass. And DJ Albert. With the anything of Monte.
Wait, one at a time.
Yeah. That's what I said. This is not exclusive. This is and. This is both and.
Sit your ass down.
Because they got emotionally attached from possibly the lies. However, we do it better. We lie better. That's what I'm saying.
Are y'all raising your hand?
We have somebody here.
It's like deep. Like it always makes me sad when I say this. And I'm gonna call on you. I promise. Oh, you want to share it? Oh, you're right. I'm gonna write it in my
That's so sad.
What is bullshit?
Yes. Is this a jealousy intermission? What is it?
This is for the men.
Whatever.
This is for the men. This is for the real men. Let's go. The men that just. Let's go. The men. Yeah. Men. Not the men that look in the mirror and say, I don't know if I'm a man. Yeah. This is for the men. Right? Now, for the men, before I leave, women ain't shit. And let me
Go to it. Go, bye. Go to it. No, go somewhere. I don't care if it's your birthday. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Shout out to Lily. We don't even know this guy. Shout out to Lily and Leos. Bye. Go somewhere.
Bingo!